There's one thing that you're not measuring when you practice, and it's the one thing that keeps your good shots from showing up on the golf course. Scoring improves when you aim where your misses go. Targets should reduce risk, not reward perfection. Today, I'm going to show you how you can measure your shot pattern both indoors and outdoors, and then show you a way that you can take this information to the golf course to help you finally lower your scores. The biggest problem amateurs face when they practice is they don't know how far offline the ball goes, and they don't know how far it goes. It makes it really, really hard to take your driving range game to the golf course. When we're on the driving range, we get really flat, easy lies. We can put sticks down on the ground to help us aim. Well, when we're on the golf course, you get the ball above your feet, you get it below your feet, you get it uphill, you get it downhill. There's a lot of nuances to playing golf. The driving range teaches you how to swing, but not necessarily how to play. Before I tell you how to measure this, I need you to do me a favor. Hit the like button, comment below what your miss is, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. If you can, smash the hype button as well. It really helps me make better content for you and get it out to more people. Every golfer has a shot dispersion. Tour pros miss shots all the time, but they miss predictably. Most amateurs set up and aim shots like they're going to hit it dead straight and perfect every single time, and they don't understand how to play their shot pattern. So when doing shot pattern calculations, you need to hit between 10 and 15 golf balls, and we're going to throw out the worst 20%. For 10 shots, that's 2. For 15, that's 3. If you decided you wanted to do this with 20 golf balls, you're just going to throw out the worst 4. So after every shot, you're going to calculate and ask yourself certain questions. Did I hit it left? Did I hit it right? Did I hit it short? Did I hit it long? All of this information is going to go into how you calculate your shot pattern at the end so that you now know how to select targets when you go to the golf course. Whatever your miss is, that's your strategy. And on a bonus note, whatever the size of your pattern is, tells you mechanically what you need to work on, whether it's changing a curve or controlling the club face or possibly inconsistent contact, or maybe your distance is just awful. The size of the pattern helps you fix it when you practice. I've hit 10 shots. We're going to come over here to the computer in FSX Play, and we're going to click on the Analysis tab. Now, we're going to expand this menu to expand all 10 shots, and I'm going to delete my worst 20%. So I hit 10 shots, that means 20% is 2, and I'm going to delete my worst ones. These are the ones that I hit the worst, with the shortest carry typically, as well as the worst ball speed. Those are going to tell you how bad did we hit those. And I'm just going to simply come up here and delete them. So now we have 8 total shots in there. If I minimize that, we can see that my average offline is 11 yards to the left. My average carry was 155. Now, if we go back and we look at it expanded, that means my total depth on the carry, meaning I carried the shortest one at 149.5, and I carried the longest at 158.1. That means that I have just under 11 yards of depth with this golf club. Now, when we look at our width of our shot pattern, you have to look at furthest right to furthest left. My furthest right was 15 feet, that's 5 yards. My furthest left was 33 feet. That's 11 yards. So my total pattern is 16 yards wide. Now from the center of the pattern, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have multiple at 16. So that's the center of my pattern is just over 5 feet to the left. So that's 2 yards left. That means that I have to adjust my targets by 2 yards in the opposite direction. The center of my pattern is left of target. That means I have to adjust my target by 2 yards to the right with this golf club. When you're outside on a driving range, it's a little different than being inside on a simulator. You have to use what you have around you to be able to measure your shot pattern. On this driving range, we have a net that's around it. Well, I know that between each of these poles is 30 feet. It's 10 yards. So this is easy. When I hit a shot, if I'm aiming at a target that's right here and I miss over here, I know that that's 10 yards left. If I miss it over this direction, I know that it was probably 20. So I can use what's around me to help select my shot patterns. Now, if you do have a driving range that has some flags or some targets, most of those are going to be between 7 and 9 feet tall, somewhere between just over 2 yards and something around 3. And you can calculate by, in your mind, laying those down end to end to figure out how far left or right you hit it. When we're trying to select targets on the course, we have to take into account the yardage, where our shot pattern is going to make us aim, and then what's around our target. So when we look at this par 3 here, we have 167 yards to the hole, playing down 5 yards. We have a wind that's also pushing from left to right. We have a hazard here to the right, or in this case, a penalty area. When we have the penalty area to the right, I don't want any golf balls within my shot pattern to go into the water. So when I have this, I instantly give it, for me, a 3-yard buffer. For the average golfer, I would tell you give it at least a 5. Whatever you come up with is fine. Just don't make it too aggressive. You can make par from left over here. We can't make par from the bottom of the pond. So my shot pattern using this golf club from this distance is 15 yards wide, and the center of the pattern is 2 yards to the left. So 15 yards wide is about the width of that green. So if I were to hit the best 80% of my shots, I should never miss outside the green. Know that the other 20% are outside my pattern, which is going to bring my hazard into play. So I'm going to give myself a 5-yard buffer away from this. I have the wind pushing it back to the target. Well, that means that I need to give myself another 5 yards buffer to allow the wind to move it that way. So now my target ends up being left of the pin. Now, because the center of my pattern is 2 yards to the left, I get to alter this. So I'm going to take this about 3 yards left of this pin, and I'm not going to look at the pin. I'm just going to make the best swing I can. Selecting targets, again, is about mitigating risk, not trying to reward perfection. Hitting that one perfect shot doesn't help you break 90, it doesn't help you break 80, and it doesn't help you break par. Choose targets wisely. Best way to actually practice taking your range game to the golf course. If you're a member at a private club, sometimes this can get easy because you can go out in the afternoon or when it's late in the evening, and you can do this by yourself. But if you can ever find a way to get out and play a quick 9 holes in the evening by yourself, it's usually going to be the best way that you can do this. We're going to play a one-man scramble. Usually I play no more than 3 golf balls. First shot, we're going to hit like normal. Second shot, we're just trying to get better and better and better. The advantage of hitting 3 balls from the same spot is you learn how to build repetition to what your lie is doing, and then you work on executing the shot more than once, or even better and better each shot. Doing this when I was in high school is what really helped me turn the corner and go from a 7 to a 9 handicap and finally get down to scratch over the course of a summer. So I have my target selected at 3 to 5 yards left of this pin, and we're just going to rip it, okay? Stock shot. I don't care where it goes in relation to the pin. I'm just trying to make my most aggressive shot to that spot. Tiny draw. It's going to land a little short. Hop forward. But that's a really good shot. All I'm trying to do is execute that again. Go through your entire pre-shot routine, just like you would when you're playing golf. Hit that one better. Pretty good. Lands just a little short, rolls out. That's money. So I got 2 swings in a row. First one wasn't very good, but it worked out good. Second one was better. Take our setup. Pretty good. That was right where I wanted it. So out of the 3 swings, in my opinion, I hit the last one the best, right where I wanted it to be, but I got used to selecting my target, executing the shot. If I hit one in the water, it didn't matter. I had another one on the green or dry, I'd go up and play that one. When you select proper targets, you help mitigate the risk against penalty shots and lost golf balls that really help drive up your scores. Your tendency is going to be to hit more greens in regulation and give yourself more birdie putts. But if you do miss hit greens, usually you're in a better spot to make par from or make bogey at worst, instantly lowering your scores. Next time you practice, don't ask yourself, was that good? Ask yourself, where do my misses go? Learn how to calculate your shot pattern. If you want more information on getting help with your own golf swing, make sure to check out my booking links in the description as well as the comments, s2golfacademy.com, and visit my patreon.com/thegolftycoon for online membership options. The other thing you can do is check out my monthly memberships here at YouTube with my community, get access to complimentary members-only content as well as members-only live feeds. Join now to hit the one next time.